After Trevor Lawrence agreed to a 5-year, $275 million extension with the Jags earlier this offseason, 3 other quarterbacks also looking to cash in are Dak Prescott, Tua Tagovailoa, and Jordan Love, all whom are entering the final year of their current deals. Yesterday, Mike T showing a lot of love for Jordan.
Outside of Patrick Mahomes, if we, the 4 of us, were running an NFL team today, there is nobody on the planet I'd rather have than Jordan Love, period, end of sentence. 25 years old, can make all the throws, 6'4", high character, high processor, can make people miss. The sky is the limit. If he was an IPO, it'd be like buying NVIDIA 3 years ago.
Okay.
He is by far to me the player that has the most sustained upside.
And just like that, Mike Tannenbaum has joined us in studio. Good to see you.
What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you, Mike?
Like that.
Wait, you want to talk about Mikal Bridges and see whether or not he can play quarterback?
You be careful. You be careful. We going places. We going places. But explain yourself, Mike T. Explain yourself.
Stephen A., what is wrong with 25 years old, impeccable character, smart, accurate, athletic, and is only going to get better? If the 4 of us were running a team, what don't we like about Jordan Love?
I don't think it's about what we don't like about Jordan Love. It may be about what we like more about others, right? It's not that Jordan Love would be a bad pick after Patrick Mahomes. It's that I believe that there are players who I would pick before him. I would take C.J. Stroud before I took Jordan Love. You're looking at a quarterback with a 23-5 TD to interception ratio as a rookie. He protected the ball while taking chances and pushing the ball downfield. And think about that organization. We said before the draft, that is the worst place to go. They had fired 2 coaches after 1 year. You just hired DeMeco Ryans. You didn't have offensive weapons around you. And he elevated that team and won a playoff game against the Cleveland Browns and brought that team into the divisional round against Baltimore. There is nothing not to like about C.J. Stroud, and there's so much upside when we're talking about a player that'll only be in his second year.
Go ahead.
Wait. Look, I like C.J. Stroud, taking nothing away from him. But look at the way Jordan Love and the Packers played coming down the stretch. They went down and beat a Dallas Cowboy team. They dismantled them, and they stood toe-to-toe with the 49ers, arguably maybe the best team in the NFC over the last couple of years. So to me, what that offense could do, and RC, we talked about a little bit on Get Up, like to me, Jordan Love doesn't even have to play quarterback. He has to play point guard. They have so many good young skill players, and I love Stroud. I just think I'm going to take Jordan Love because he has a little bit more experience. And again, because he's 6'4", he's a good athlete. When we talk about Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, like his durability to me is why he's going to have sustained success.
I just want to know, are you okay?
I
really want to know this, Mike T. First of all, who didn't know Dallas Cowboys was going to lose? I mean, let's get that out the way first. I'm not saying it's not an accomplishment to beat the Dallas Cowboys, but it's not like, oh, my Lord, it's breaking news. We were waiting for that news to come. We knew it was coming. Hold on. We knew it was coming. That's number one. Number two, the very next playoff game they had, they ended up falling, right? Let's look at C.J. Stroud. 3rd quarterback in the last 50 years to lead the NFL in both passing yards per game and touchdown to interception, turnover ratio.
Yep.
What are you talking about? This brother had a 157 passer rating in his first playoff game against the number 1 ranked defense in the NFL, which is Cleveland. We saw what the man did during the regular season. And by the way, Mike T is younger than Jordan Love. I mean, what are you talking about? You brought
Cheaper.
Younger and cheaper. You of all people, as cheap as you are, you actually gonna sit up there and say that somebody who is more expensive, older, and on top of it all, didn't have the numbers that C.J. Stroud had, or somebody
Stephen
you would
A.
take.
Stephen A. Ask him about this. Last year, it was Justin Herbert.
You do change it up.
He's the most Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert's still in the family. I got Ella, Jacob, Justin, and Jordan. Now, they changed. It's Deion Sanders. They changed. And by the way, Ella and Jacob, they aren't salary cap friendly. But let's go back to that Dallas game. That was a knockout punch. They went up and down the field against a really good Dallas Cowboy defense. We talk about all their struggles.
Aaron Jones running the football helped a lot.
No doubt about it.
All right then.
Yeah, but Houston didn't run the ball last year?
Houston didn't run the ball.
They didn't run the ball that much, Mike Tate.
With Bobby Slowick, Houston didn't run the ball. That's why they went out and got Joe Mixon. Houston was about C.J. Stroud from start of the season to the finish of the season.
You got to know how to take the L, Mike. I got RC with me.
He's changed. C.J. Stroud. Hey, C.J. Stroud changed an entire
I
organization.
like C.J. Stroud. It's not. This is not against C.J. Stroud, but what I'm saying is, when you look at what Jordan Love did after sitting for 2 years and the platform he has now, to me, like when you look at those young skill players, when we're talking about them in November into the playoffs, they're going to be unstoppable on offense, not just this year, but going forward. And they got the one piece they needed, Jordan Morgan, the left tackle. I think
So down with Diggs. It's wide out with Stroud throwing the football. I mean, that's not a big deal. 2010 to 2023, 43 quarterbacks were drafted. 43. One of them won a playoff start as a rookie. One. It's C.J. Stroud. I mean, come on, Mike T. At some point in time.
Wait a second. Who won a playoff game as a rookie in 2009?
Who's that?
The team that you covered. Mark Sanchez?
Are you comparing Mark Sanchez to C.J. Stroud? Mr. Butt Fumble himself, really?
No, but I'm making a point. Like,
no disrespect, Mark Sanchez. No disrespect.
Mark Sanchez won 4 playoff games, and then his career obviously didn't turn out. So all I'm saying is C.J. Stroud's start is very encouraging, but it's not a guarantee that.
Right, but I think the difference is we're not just speaking about the fact that C.J. Stroud won a playoff game. We're speaking about the fact that C.J. Stroud was the reason the Houston Texans won a playoff game. He was the reason the Houston Texans had an opportunity to be in the playoffs. We never, at one point, when we were playing against the New York Jets, said, oh my God, you got to watch out for that Mark Sanchez. No, it was the run game. It was defense. C.J. Stroud has elevated them to where now when you add Stephon Diggs and Joe Mixon, you say to yourself, what can this offense be? When you go out and you get Danielle Hunter, Danico Archery, you say, okay, now this defense has taken the next step. And DeMeco Ryans is the future coaching star. I hate these conversations because it makes it sound like I don't like Jordan Love. Right. I like Jordan Love.
I like him too.
He should get 55
I got love for love. I got love for love. All right, let's get that out the way right now.
You know what they said? Stephen A. loves love.
He has an easier chance to get to the championship game consistently in the Super Bowl, where the AFC is loaded.
Oh, will you stop it? This is the National Football League. Let's stop it.
But also, Mike T., we're talking about any team, right? We're not saying if you're the Green Bay Packers and you want Jordan Love and the road that they have. We're saying if you're the GM of any of the 32 teams, all the situations the same, that's the guy you pick. And then you said Josh, Joe, Lamar. So you're saying that Jordan Love, in what was really a 9-game span where he was one of the top quarterbacks in the league, has proven to you beyond a shadow of a doubt that he's better than all of those dudes? Because of a victory
over the Cowboys. And by the way, before you give, because we'll give you the last word. I mean, the rhetoric that you're throwing out there, I mean, I'm trying to recover from it, okay? The Texans went 3-13-1 the season before. Last year, biggest improvement, all right? 10-7, all right? Under rookie coach DeMeco Ryans and, of course, C.J. Stroud. This is the stat that I love right here. First team in NFL history to add a player coming off a season with 100-plus catches in Diggs, 1,000-yard rushing, Mixon, 10-plus sacks, Danielle Hunter. You bringing up Green Bay. What about Houston? Because let me tell you something right now. I'm looking at the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going to sit up there and give a nod to the Baltimore Ravens because I think about Derrick Henry. Houston's next. Houston's next.
Right, but if you're Houston, consistently you have to get through Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow year in, year out, whereas to me, the NFC path is a lot easier.
All right, but
we agree with that.
Hold on. Since he wants to give them credit, for beating the Cowboys, we got to worry about the Cowboys, right? The Philadelphia Eagles got Saquon Barkley, right? I'm sorry, where were the Detroit Lions last year? I believe that was the NFC Championship game, right? There's still a San Francisco 49ers, right? There's still a Los Angeles Rams with Puka Nacua, right? You understand? Him and his cheating self. I won't forgive him and Micah Parsons for beating up on them women for the NBA All-Star Celebrity All-Star. They were running over women and children. They were running over. And Micah Parsons and Puka Nacua were like, they did.
You win at all costs. You play to win the game.
That's football. You're running over women and children.
Hello?
This is blasphemous. It's blasphemous. But the point is, this is what's happening. I don't understand, and you're going to have to explain this. We're going to hold on to this sound, Mike T. When you're sitting up there talking about Jordan Love and Green Bay, and you're just going to shove aside Stroud in Houston, and then going to bring up the fact that, oh, my goodness, they got a rougher path. He's younger with better numbers.
Okay, we got to leave it there, unfortunately. Mike T, so great to see you. Sorry that...
To be continued.
Yeah.